Hello, hello. Hope everybody is having a good coffee. I'm freezing, by the way, but I'm not putting my heating on because I'm a Scrooge. I think the most narcissistic, generally speaking, any of us have ever been is when we're children, right? Because children, and that's where narcissistic personality disorder, the actual pathology, is created. It's created in childhood or developed. The inception of NPD is shows itself in childhood. So we can all be narcissistic as children. Try and telling us no, try and telling us to have empathy for someone, to understand somebody, or to um, tell us that we're not a superhero, or something like that. We have tantrums, we don't want to hear it, we just want to have our way, we don't care about anybody else. No, it's your fault, it's their fault. We're kids. We have to develop empathy, we have to learn empathy. No one's born empathetic, no one's born narcissistic, although there are studies that show that narcissism, like real NPD, can have a genetic element as well. So generally speaking, although genetics may play a part, it's more commonly developed through trauma, or is onset through trauma. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. So we can all be narcissistic, we can all be grandiose, at times. We can all be selfish. I'm talking about as adults. We can all be grandiose, we can all be unempathetic. No, we don't want to understand. No, we just want to think of ourselves. We can all be selfish. We can all crave attention, we can crave validation, we can be insecure, we can project onto other people because of those insecurities, we can deflect, we can blame shift, we can all manipulate, we can all do all of that. And we probably all have done those things, and it might be due to some kind of emotional damage, some kind of lack of self-worth, insecurity, lack of self-confidence, XYZ. We're all human. We all go through a plethora of experiences, some commonly shared, some unique to us, So we can all be narcissistic. But NPD is a pathology. It's a personality disorder, and it's something a lot different from having these fleeting narcissistic moments, if you will. So the reason why people become people with NPD, not narcissistic, people with the actual pathology, is because as a child, like I say, it's inception is within childhood, where some of us learn to be empathetic, some of us, develop social skills, interpersonal skills, soft skills. We, have a good balance of guidance and parenting that allows us to be able to practice empathy, practice self-reflection, learn from our behaviors, be able to make mistakes and correct our behavior, to be able to have a two-way relationship with people, and be okay, or develop the ability to be okay at being flawed, right? Narcissists don't necessarily go through those development stages, and so you'll find that a lot of narcissistic people, if not all, to be honest, probably all narcissistic people, or people with NPD, should I say, are emotionally stunted because they don't go through those development stages. They stay emotionally stuck at around about the time when they experienced the trauma and they had to develop this false self. So the reason why children develop this personality disorder is because of either extreme neglect or extreme overindulgence. And so basically their real needs are not being met. The person who they are is being rejected by others, and in turn they self-reject. So if you think about a situation at either end of the extreme where the child is not having their needs met, so it could be needs of love, care and affection, they're essentially being neglected, or at the other end it could be discipline, guidance and mentoring and leadership, and the ability for them to manage their own emotions and have that kind of development piece. They're not getting that. They're getting overindulged, showered with praise, showered with admiration, but on both ends, that love is conditional, right? So what the narcissist does as a child is they start to develop their personality, their person, who they are. They basically abandon the real them, because the real them has either been neglected or the real them has even not got that considerable amount of praise and overindulgence. So what they do is they abandon that and they craft this character, if you will. So it's a character, it's not really the real them, but they craft this persona, this personality, this character around those conditions. So one child needs to feels that they need to be this certain person to get their needs met on this end, and the other child feels that they need to perform or construct this character, this person around the conditions that gets this overindulgence and over admiration. So they craft themselves around these conditions in order to get their needs met, and they stay at this kind of stage of emotional development that they was before they lost this connection with their true selves and took on